This video is all about Lions OTAs observations, the good, bad, and the ugly. So we're going to get into it. It's all about OTAs. We got some good news. We got some interesting news, maybe not so good news. We're going to get it all into it about Lions OTAs as we prep for training camp. So let's get into it right now. I want to thank everybody for their patience on my content, at least this past week. It's going to be one more bad graphics day today, but I got to say my back is feeling much better. I actually walked for the first time in a week. So bear with me for today, and I truly do appreciate everybody's patience. I've seen the comments. I appreciate it. I'm trying my best to give you content. It's just difficult when my spine gave out. So I thank you guys for the patience of the lack of the graphics. So let's get into OTAs. I already read the articles, so you can go ahead and read them as well. I'm not at OTAs. I can't tell you what's going on. All I can do is read and then talk to the individuals who are actually there. The other insights, but here is the OTAs takeaways from Tim 20man. He says the defense is ahead of the offense. And as he said in here, it is true. It's going to be expected. Remember, Kelvin Shepard, just like it says in here, 100% has been here for how many years he's been here. He knows the defense. Generally, the personnel is not that much changed. We're talking about the same ones. The offense, it's a little bit different, right? You have it's not the same coordinator. Calvin Shepard was on the team. He was in 22, but I mean, it's been a couple years. We have different offensive line. There's going to be some shakeups. And so right now, the defense is ahead of the offense. We got to get the rust off in training camp. We got to get the rust off in OTAs. That's what this period is. And hey, let's get it in there. Let's get this rust off. And I have no doubt Jared Goff and this exceptional offense will do just that. In the comments, are you worried about the Detroit Lions offense? Why for yes and for no? Give me your thoughts. Right meow. This interior offensive line should be fun to watch. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I think, look, losing Ragnow blows. It's happened. We have to get over it. Now we get to, there is a fun part. Who is going to take the spot? Graham Glasgow versus Tate Ratledge. That's kind of where I'm going to be going, where it's going to be. Ultimately, I do think it's going to be Ratledge that takes the center spot. I got a feeling he can be a really good center, really good lineman for the Lions for many years. Do you guys got that feeling? It's a gut feeling that this guy, he's just got it, man. He's a human man meme, right? He has number 69. The way that he looks, like he looks like he's on Tropic Thunder or something like that. So we like this guy. But this is going to be a fun competition, and it's been fun. And we're talking about the guards, too, right? Mahogany, I think he's locked up one spot. Graham Glasgow may have locked up a spot for sure. So it could be off. It could be center or guard. But it's hard for me to believe that they would do. Basically, it'd be two new people, right? Because Mahogany played in a couple games last year, but not that much. And then Ratledge, so I think that'd be hard pressed for me to think that they'll do that, but they're going to let the best man win, and that's the way that it should be. Secondary is a chance to be really, really good indeedo, and we just got to stay healthy because Ennis Rakestraw is showing up. He's really getting there. They're putting him on the outside, and DJ Reed, they're talking about he could even play nickels. But the Lions have a lot of players in the secondary. If they could just stay healthy like Ennis, you can mix some of these spots, right? You can really switch it up defensively, and that's what Calvin Shepard would like. I'm sure he would love to do some trick play calls out there, some sort of blitz or something with DJ. You know how it is. And so they have the ability to do that. Obviously, we already know the safety positions. Mad good. We know that. So cornerback has a chance, and Terrion Arnold, year 2, I think that is going to be just good. He's just going to be good right there. Williams, and everybody's hearing about this, and this is Jameson Williams is poised to have a big season, gain 5 pounds in his legs. Good job. That's hard to do in a couple months. Really hard to do. Like, it's not, oh, gaining 5 pounds is easy. Okay, gaining 5 pounds may be easy, but 5 pounds of muscle is not. So he really put in the work, and everybody's been raving about Jameson Williams, and it's not stopped. Where's all these, trade Jameson Williams stuff? It's not here, folks. It's not here. Just you gotta have a drink of Mountain Dew and just be like, nah, man, it's not going down like that. I think that if he continues the way he is, he could get a massive extension here with the Lions. Say, oh, you can't afford it. They can afford it. Look, if he comes out and he balls out and has a magnificent year, they're gonna figure a way to keep him around. And if he doesn't have any trouble, he stays not trouble, but he stays mature and he's just getting better because he's getting older. It's crazy when you get a little bit older, you just get mature. Like it's one of those funny things. Apparently not with me though. But yeah, you get mature, and so I can see a situation where he actually gets extended. How many yards will Jameson Williams have in 2025? If you think 1,000, put 1,000. 1,100, 1,200. Do you want to go with 1,300? I'm going with 1,300. That's what I got in this one right here. Lions they said, embracing the schedule. Yeah, I mean, look. The schedule, it is what it is, and you got to embrace it. Folks, we're not going to have a 15-2 record, and that's okay. Iron sharpens iron. It's not about having the best record. It's about winning a Super Bowl. And St. Brown said it best. We just want to, we as franchises, we made our marks the last couple years, right? We got to the playoffs. Yay. Or had a winning record. Yay. Beating Green Bay in Green Bay the final week. Go. And we get into the playoffs. And we win the division. And we get to the championship game. Almost get there. And then last year, we get the number 1 seed. We've broken these curses, the number 1 seed, the playoffs, all that. Cool. We don't care anymore as fans. We just want to get to the Super Bowl. How we get there, I don't care. If you tell me we got there through a wild card, cool. I just want to get to the Super Bowl and win it. Just like St. Brown said. Same thing. So let's get in here. I went over this really quick. It's talking about the 4 winners and 5 losers from OTAs. So this is Mike Payton. He said the winners here is Ennis Rakestraw. We've been talking about Rakestraw and Jameson Williams here. Yeah, they've been phenomenal looking in camp. And Rakestraw playing on the outside, that's where he should be. He's going to grow. I loved him coming out last year. I did. It's just the injury bug. I had him last year. I had him mocked to the Lions in many mock drafts last year. Just expect him to be injury. So he's going to be a good player. Just stay healthy, my friend. You do that, you get to go. Jameson Williams, clearly, we literally just spoke about him. Avonte Maddox is a winner. And I've heard this from Campbell. I've heard this from Risden, that he really, and this is interesting because if he comes in and he's doing good like we're saying he did in OTAs, there's your 4th safety. An unknown guy that kind of came out of nowhere. It is generally hard for that to occur, but he's fitting in. It's sometimes you just find a diamond in the rough, and so far, but again, just because you do good in practice, just because you do good in OTAs or soon mini camps or training camp, means nothing. You got to do good on the field when the lights are on. How many times have we seen where someone does good in practice and it just doesn't translate? It just doesn't translate that well. So that's just the way that it is. Folks, with the new ad break, sometimes you'll notice YouTube videos goes dark before. When it starts to go dark, call it the black hole, take a minute to go ahead and hit that like button. Why is that? Because I just asked you to do so. There ain't nothing else to do. It takes like a second. It helps the channel out. Next winner here is Aidan Hutchinson. I've been telling folks, stop worrying about Hutch. Oh, he could have rust. Holy, oh. I was never worried about Hutchinson. It was a breaking of a bone. Bones are different. Yes, ACL tears, they're horrible. Like that stuff, you could have rust. Like, it's legit. Like, tendons are different. Bones, it's not. I literally, I've broken bones. I think you all have broken bones. It actually heals stronger. So, and he's out there looking like a boss. And I can't wait to see him on the field. Cannot wait. With all the injuries concerned, he was the one. I'm not concerned about him. I don't even really think about it no more. I am now looking more to the other people like Ali McNeil. Hendon Hooker and Kyle Allen, that QB competition looking like butt cheeks. They got to get better. And I don't care about Kyle Allen. Kyle Allen's a throwaway. But Hendon Hooker's got to develop. Like, get better, buddy. You know, this is the year for you to really take that next step. You know, we did take a chance on you, and hopefully he can develop. If not, you know, if he doesn't develop, he doesn't develop. There's nothing that we could do, and I wouldn't be mad at the coaching staff. Mark Brunell's a good quarterbacks coach. You know, we had Ben Johnson. He look what he did with Jared Goff. So we have good people. So if a player doesn't develop, I don't get mad at Brad Holmes, and I don't get mad at the coaching staff. It just didn't work, right? So hopefully he can develop. We'll see. Health, yeah. And you want to know what all this, it looks horrible. What the heck? You got Calvin Johnson on here. Calvin, what? Nah. Barry Sanders. Okay. This is the CEO. What the heck is going on? Okay. Yes, there's been some health issues, but I don't think about those is going to be an issue. Yeah, St. Brown, he had a knee procedure. Oh well, right? It was a little surgery. I told you in a video, I'm not worried. David Wilson, say it felt bad for this guy. Yeah, you don't want to get injured. That sucks. Lions fans are losers. Say the OTAs because Frank Ragnow retired. Yeah, obviously, right? Losing Frank the Tank, we're a little bit sour, but you want to know what? It was going to happen at some point. Lions got to move on as a franchise. This is what happens. You're going to lose good players, but you just got to be able to bring in new good players to succeed those good players. And that's why if Brad Holmes continues to draft well, and I think Tate Ratledge, I'm not going to say he's going to be this year, maybe by the end of the year, but I think he could be a really good lineman too. So I'm not too worried, folks. Give me your thoughts in the comments. With that said, adios.